how can the front office sit down, look at the situation of Embiid, his injury history, and then you look at a player like Paul George, his injury history
and his
age, how he doesn't show up when the lights are too bright and needs an umbrella or a canopy.
Playoff P.
And then
the Philadelphia 76ers are in the worst situation possible out of all of the NBA teams currently. It's so bad. I actually feel sorry for them. But there's one player I don't feel sorry for.
Bad.
Let's get into the video. This is the Post-Back Show. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying all of these basketball videos. Let's get into it. The Sixers signed Paul George for $200 million.
The savior, the Messiah.
For 4 years. You've guaranteed them to earn $50 million a year. Something the Clippers said, no, we are not doing. You wanted to earn money like Kawhi. We said, no, please. No, we don't want that here. So you went ahead, gave Paul George that money, thinking if you put Maxey and beat them Paul George together, you've created a super team and you can beat the Cavs
and the Celtics.
The Celtics. Here we are today. Paul George has missed so many games. At a point in time, he had recorded more podcast episodes than games played. He's not playing well. I think in the recent weeks, it's turned around a bit, but he's injured again. We don't know when he will be back. This is the worst situation they can be in.
Very worst
if you look on the table, they are not even close to the playing spot. No. And what's even worse for them, that I think makes it even crazy for them, is to get a high draft pick, you have to be part of the bottom 6 out of the East and the West. And currently, if you look at what Utah is doing, Portland, New Orleans, and all of the teams
are working hard
to tank. And you have too much good enough players to be able to tank like them. So I feel like the Sixers, they're in so bad of a position. I feel bad for them right now.
I feel like the whole Sixers front office need to go. They need to go. Starting from the Ben Simmons situation, how it was handled, how he left Doc Rivers as a coach himself, the Harden situation with Daryl Morey, and then now you bring in a player. How can the front office sit down, look at the situation of Embiid, his injury history, and then you look at a player like Paul George, his injury history
and his
age, how he doesn't show up when the lights are too bright and needs an umbrella or a canopy.
Playoff P.
And then you say, okay, let's bring these two injured players together, and we feel like maybe something good will come out of it. No, how can you think about the whole front office? With Daryl Morey has to go. There's a virus, there's a cancer in the front of. I like serious, because look, it's like the Sixers have been from bad situations to bad situations to bad situations.
If you think about the process when Embiid was drafted, heads the first year, came back, then they had a chance to draft Markelle Fultz, didn't go well. Ben Simmons didn't go well. Like the only bright spot for them this year, and it was for a short stint, was their rookie, Jared McCain. He was on pace to go and be the rookie of the year. And all of a sudden, got injured. His season is done. So everything is just going so bad for the Sixers this year.
Downward spiral.
They cannot tank for the season. They'll have to find a way to make it to the playing spots. And I'm telling you, if they make the plane, find their way to make the playoffs. They are either facing the Cavs or the Celtics.
Atlanta is taking them out.
It's just going to be a bloodbath in that playoff system. And I feel like where Philly is right now, they are really struggling.
There are so many positives you can take out of this. I feel like if there's a whiff of air of any team who wants Embiid, let him go. There's no way Embiid is giving you 65, 70 games plus postseason.
Wow. You're suggesting they should trade Embiid now?
If after this season, just let him go. Just let him go. There's nothing good coming out of Embiid. Except him giving you exceptional.
I think 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, this man was the MVP.
No, look. That's the thing. We don't need moments. The last time they won the championship was 1983. They don't need moments. They need a championship. That's what the team needs. Embiid can go 50, 60 points. They don't need individual brilliance. They need a championship. Now you have, with Embiid going out, you have Tyrese Maxey, who has had so many reps playing right now he knows what to do in every situation. Now you have Jared McCain, who I don't know how they got him back. He has been a wonder for them, a revelation for them, and he's been so good. You have these two players. So now just start collecting other players and then start rebuilding. Because Embiid,
because of the situation, I can't argue too much against Teddy, because it's just no.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Like, and even if you get a chance to trade Embiid, you get back so much.
Many things.
Like really good players, draft capital, and so much. Like when the Sixers got Paul George, immediately the first thing the Sixers fans started saying is, we've got an upgrade
on Tobias Harris.
And mind you, Tobias Harris has not had a good season on the Pistons.
Very.
But if you put Tobias Harris numbers and Paul George's numbers, they are identical. So did you go or did you come? That's the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers, and at this point, they are just a sorry ass
team.
I'm just glad my franchise let him go.
Clippers.
We are enjoying our Intuit Dome. You can come and troll us that we don't have too many fans in Intuit Dome, but we are still chilling. It's up to you. We'll see what the Sixers can do with the rest of the remaining part of the season, but it doesn't look good. We don't know when Embiid will be back, and it looks really, really tough. It's still the post-back show. We'll be going to every single of all of those teams making the playoffs, the ones who are tanking, all of the major stories right here on the Put Back Show. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you're enjoying all of the action, and we'll see you.